Hello and welcome back to Remnant 2. Last time we ended up clearing out the watchtower, or not the watchtower, the clock tower, and doing the council kind of quest mission deal, which was over at this dungeon, and now we're over to here, and we're going to go through and see what's inside. Oh, I think this is the Red Prince. Oh well. We'll fight him normally. And actually, we can head back and grab the slow ability now. It is a bummer all you get from the event for the council is the sword, but it's also a very low combat deal, so...
What is it now? Alright then.
There we go. Now we have our good ability. Switch that off to that. As fun as that is, we will now use that. I actually think we're gonna switch because this can utilize the mod damage. Yeah, each stack deals 7 damage. Oh, it doesn't actually show the modified amount, but this will be good. I'll quick show you what it does. Actually, since we're here, I can also show what I forgot to last time, Merciless. Okay, so let's say you got some enemies. You're like, oh no, guys are coming. What do I do? Kablam. All these guys are now frozen. You can now sit there, shoot them, then they become unfrozen and they're slowed. Or you can just stand there and watch and laugh at them. As for this... I've seen people use this gun. I don't know the efficacy of it. I don't know how good it is, really. I just know that it fires penetrating rounds. It might be good, but I look at it as how many times... Wait, when the reticle is fully compressed... Oh, okay. I get it now. So, the longer you fire, it'll eventually compress, and then it deals bleed damage. That's not bad, per se, but it does require, like, continuous fire, and that's kind of the risk you're taking. Yeah, we'll leave the dense silicon ring in. It's neither here nor there for the build, but it is nice just to continually generate energy while I heal. Actually, now that I think about it, Postulant's Parlor, I think I know this one. I think this is the puzzle. Yeah, this is the board game. We're just gonna sprint through this one. Because there's no... Like, there's unique items you can get here. But this whole thing... It's time-consuming, and it's kinda stupid. I'll explain it quick, just because we're running through. So, this is a 3x3 grid. And the doors, as you can see, some are open, some are closed. That is dictated by a board game. Okay, that's it. Hit him with the time stop. But yeah, it's dictated by a board game. Your pieces open, I think, the north and south doors. The other pieces open the east and west. So, if you're trying to open all the doors, you have to, like, push the AI to move their pieces in the right places. And half the time, they'll just pick a different piece and be like, this one goes somewhere. And then you're like, well, what do I do now? I can't do much, and it's really stupid. I will be completely honest. This puzzle, if you want to sit down and do it, do it. There's a ring you can get that completely negates curse, because when the other side, when the opponent lines up 3 pieces in a row, they afflict you with curse. Granted, you can only get up to 5 stacks, and then you're at 50% max health. But that's the whole thing, is it just keeps doing that, and you just keep going through it. If you win by lining up 3 pieces, you open up a door and get, I think, a bow. If you go through here, you can eventually find the armor my helmet is a part of, the Fey armor. You can get... you just get some stuff. Like, there's nothing inside that it's like, you need to run this puzzle as many times as possible. It's all just like, if you want it, it's there. I would have rather just fought someone, because this fight, well, this dungeon just kind of sucks, because it's literally just a big puzzle. And I'm not one to complain like, all puzzles are dumb, only nerds do that. Like, no, it's fine. It's just kind of tedious because you're playing a board game and the AI is completely unpredictable. I've moved pieces back and forth repeatedly trying to get it to move something else, and it'll just be like, no, I'm gonna move this piece. And it'll just move it in a direction, and you're like, why are you there? But yeah, if you have the ring that negates curse, this becomes super easy because you lose and it resets, but you never really lose, because without the curse, your guy gets up and he's like, oh no, I've been afflicted by a curse, and then nothing happens. And then you just sit back down and do it again. Is that a knight I hear? Or is it just a normal... That's a knight. Yeah, being able to just force heal all your stuff is great. Alright, that's all done. This is nothing. Yeah, and the thing too is when you look at like Extra Life or any of the guides, I don't think anybody has an actual strategy of this is how you get these to open or this to happen. It's more or less just like, yeah, just keep shuffling stuff. Things happen eventually. But let's just get this dungeon done and we'll head back. And as you can see, we're now stuck because it will now automatically, like, they win. And we can't force a reset, we have to move the pieces and lose. But we can probably peek in at a door or two. But yeah, this... It's not fun, which is kind of the unfortunate part.
Okay.
It is creative, I will give the developers that. Like, Elden Ring and Dark Souls could never do this. But in that same breath, I don't think I'd want them to. It's definitely a deviation from dungeons, and it does allow the devs to kind of not have to make a boss for every room or every dungeon, but I like fighting bosses. I wish they did more, you know, more of the abomination guys, the red glitchy ones who have effects. That's fine. Yeah, they're just souped up versions of normal enemies. I don't really care. I have fun regardless. Yeah, I thought we weren't gonna get that door. But yeah, I just have to, that's the thing, I just have to keep essentially losing and eventually there's some way it'll work. Finally. I'm just glad I can't kill you, because that's stupid. Okay, yep, we get the Royal Hunting Bow. So, it's this one. Then we'll check that one ring. Dealing melee damage grants Bulwark, which is like a 6% damage reduction. So you get 12% damage reduction. It's not bad. I don't know if I can get out, so we're just gonna drink my sippy juice and escape. Okay, so now we need to go to this direction. So I kind of wish you could put markers. The map is actually really clunky because it's like, okay, do you want a reticle? Then you need to hit R3. And then you can actually just cursor over stuff. But you can't mark anything. And this disables scrolling. So you have to... It's kind of gross. I get what they're doing. Or what they were trying to do, but it just did not come out the way it should have. Which is unfortunate, because... it's little things like that that are the blemishes in this game. Stuff like the combat, the bosses, those are all good. Except the final boss, he kind of blows. He's definitely not as fun as the original Remnant 1 boss. Because that one was like, hey, learn this mechanic, and the mechanic makes a lot of sense. And it was really cool. This one, it's just kind of like, hey shit ass, dodge this. And it works. But I'm like, I do the boss fight, I run it a lot. Because there's a lot of people trying to beat that. And I mean, I can do it solo, so I can do it in a team. But there are times, sometimes those teams are just god-awful. Like, there are people who, I swear to God, don't upgrade their gear because they just have no damage output. And then because, I guess... I went the wrong way again. Damn it! I hate this place. But because I end up being, like, the damage output, the boss just aggroes on me and pummels me to death. And then the rest of my team is just, like, walking around, just like, hody-dody-do, what do I do? And then when they finally, like, figure out, oh, I need to revive, they'll just walk over and get pummeled to death trying to revive me. I'm just like, can you, I don't know, get good? I know some people despise being told get good, but damn, some people really need to hear it and really live into that one. Because the boss fight, if people have good builds, I guess I have to specify that. If your build isn't just, I like these two, they look cool, you can do it. The medic summoner build, I had a guy who was playing a challenger, and he was just drawing aggro like there was no tomorrow, and I was able to keep him alive so easy. Actually, I wasn't even medic summoner, I was medic alchemist. Which, by the way, also a good option. You're not getting as much healing because you're not able to heal these guys because you don't have summons, but you can throw down, like, Stone Skin. And Stone Skin will provide enough of, like, it'll provide enough durability for guys because it gives you, like, 25% damage reduction. And that will do you wonders. But like you could run Medic that. You could even run Medic Explorer, which you get Explorer from beating the game once, or beating the final boss. But you could run that. That build, if you have their like treasure dig ability, is actually pretty good, because you dig into the ground and you create like a wellspring and it'll give you a buff. So it might be like you gain, everybody who steps in it gains 3% HP regen per second, and it lasts 20 seconds once they step out of the area. Or it's like damage reduction, or movement speed, or I think like haste. Okay, so at this point we're actually going to switch out my summon, because while the flyers are good, the Reaver will stay alive longer. And if he's staying alive longer, he's taking more hits, and if he's taking hits, I can heal that. Also, if this is... yeah, this is the Red Prince, so this guy should survive a bit better, because my other summons, they'll be bodied almost instantly. You can get a secondary archetype way ahead of your game. I actually need to head back and get all my relic charges. That's another thing. Don't waste your simulacrums on getting like plus 10 boss gear or plus 20 guns if you don't have 10 relic charges. Because it's like a normal it's a normal upgrade level. So you're not getting a big spike, you're getting just one upgrade level of damage, and when you're at plus 9 or plus 19, you're already at a high enough damage output. You don't need to invest at the moment the extra point. Being able to revive yourself, or revive someone else, if you have the handler reviving yourself, if just healing, those are far more important at the moment than maybe like a handful of damage. Yeah, kick his ass. Yeah, I realized the Reaver's actually pretty strong. When I saw people being like, oh yeah, use the Reaver for this Healy build, I was like, are you sure it's only one dude? And no, he's pretty solid. He can take a hit. Become insane! Leave me alone! Oh, sorry. I guess I can afflict my Reaver with that. That's a little unfortunate. Yep, so we need Crimson King coins. Good thing they didn't want to spell his name with a K's and the coin with K. That would have been real unfortunate alliteration.
Great. More bad.
Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Yeah, I love the fact this guy also has melee and ranged attacks. Because that was one of my concerns early on when I used him. I was like, is this guy gonna be able to even hit flying things, or is he just trash? And then, yeah, he just whips one of his axes into someone's face, and you're like, oh, he's actually competent. And then you realize, oh, those axes explode. Yeah, kick his ass. I believe in you. I'll give you a little bit of help. We'll use it. See that? Already at half relic charge. That shows you how... I'm not gonna say busted, because it really isn't. This class is a little light on damage. It's not weak, but its strength is that it has sustain. And I think that's the thing people need to understand with the build is it's not a turbo tank, it's not some invulnerability shtick, it's still quite vulnerable to death. You just have a leg up. You could probably do some kind of like handler mixed with healer build that kind of does the same thing. Heal your dog, have your dog do the heal allies nearby ability or passive, and kind of merge them together. And you could probably do something. I haven't tested it. I have the handler on my main maxed out. I'm only missing like a couple classes. I've yet to get the class, the invader, because I just got bad spawns. Which is real unfortunate because every other class except for Archon is fairly straightforward, but like getting the Nightweaver thing, that's for the invader, and we won't get that until almost endgame. Actually, at endgame. But even then, it's reliant on a tile spawn, and because it's at the end of the game, you can't re-roll that area. I've yet to figure out if I'm just missing the spot, or if I have to just keep rerunning the whole campaign to try to roll this one zone. And it might be because I didn't have the asylum that in like my story that the game was like, oh, we don't have to roll this for him. But I don't fully know. I don't know their spawn mechanics or anything like that, so I can't 100% say whether or not I'm just unlucky or if the system was kind of stacked against me from the beginning. Look at that, we're already at full charge for another relic. There's other ribbons you can get, I just don't know how to do it, so... You get plain ribbon. Enjoy. Because there's like a red, a gold, a something else. I've yet to figure it out. I'll probably do it eventually, but... Till then, that's what I got. Indignant Fetish. What's that do? Taking damage from enemies increases all damage dealt by 25% and reduces all incoming damage by 10%. That's actually really good. Is it better than that? Kinda. But at the same time, this is just casting speed, and then I just pop my heal and start shooting. Though that is a good, like, durability item. Really good if you're playing, like, a melee character. Okay, so we got two choices. Actually, do we have two choices? We don't have two choices. We have one choice. Because if you can find all 3 coins, which we did not find, game didn't give us them, you can talk to the Red Prince, and he's like, "Ayo, give me tree fitty." You give him the tree fitty, and he goes, "Okay, cool, I don't have to kill you." And then you get a different mod. Otherwise, he goes, "Where's my tree fitty?" and then tries to kill you. So, we're fighting.
Enter, mortal. Lives such as yours are too short to dally with hesitancy. Know that you stand in the presence of the divine, the true heir to all that surrounds you, and the only one who can stand against the imposter who claims the throne. You may not be of the Fae, yet you reap the benefits of this kingdom with every breath. Know, strange one, that these lands and their people draw their life from my own, and shall do so eternally. For none have stood against me and lived. It is my hallowed duty to rule and watch over my subjects, just as it is the duty of my subjects to serve. Now that we share this understanding, I will accept your tribute as one who serves.
Yeah, he gets angry, so... But we can try it.
Insult me. Better to have refused tribute at all. For this offense, you must die.
Don't blame me for your guys being broke.
Without proper tribute, make yourself an enemy to me.
Come on, butthole. Yeah, this is the other problem, is he inflicts curse. So, the fun of him being stupidly annoying. Dude, can you fight my summon? Okay, so now we gotta step in. Will you, like, back off for 2 seconds? Yeah, welcome to the struggle. Alright, so this I think we can finally write off as kind of a waste. So... all incoming damage is reduced by 25% is pretty good. The other option is gain a 25% health shield, which essentially gives me 50% health. we'll run that and see how that goes. Timekeeper's Jewel. We don't really have an alternative. Maybe we could go Amber Moonstone and just go all durability. But let's try that. Because we can afflict him with the debuff. We can afflict him with slow. And it looks to stay slow. So does that mean I just get a free 20% damage up? If so, he can stay mad and broke all he wants. Man, I'm stupid. Oh well, come on, let's just throw down.
It is my hallowed duty, now that we shed.
No.
If you shall not offer tribute as one who serves, then you shall die as one who does not. None have bested me. What hope have you? To me, subject, destroy the ignoble.
Come on, big guy. Ouch. Let's just get the heal, or not get a heal. That's cool. Dude, can you just... Thank you. You're dying to madness.
I can't believe I killed that thing. Would Clementine have come this way? Yeah. Pretty sure that thing would be dead if she did.
Yeah, that fight is challenging, to say the least. When he opens up or creates the Thunderdome in the middle, I've had way too many teams where everybody just kind of bumbles about. Admittedly, if only you could, like, set it up so you just jump him, essentially. That's kind of the big thing, is if we could just whoop his ass, then yeah, it's perfect. We'll keep that for now, even though we're going to end up switching off pretty soon. Actually, very soon, but it's whatever.
Here they come.
That's not good at all. Yeah, and that's a Dran from the Asylum. And that's his heart. That we just kind of yoinked. The Soul Key Tribute. And now we're back here in the Asylum.
Wouldn't I do anything? Wouldn't I do anything? I can't remember.
We'll actually head back.
Kill the trespassers.
We'll at least head to the crystal and get safe for the moment. Because the Night Weaver is a experience unto its own. Not safe.
We have a troublemaker.
They won't even chase me out here. I can start wandering back here. At least until they finally disengage. Fine, we're drinking the sippy juice. I'm taking my appy juice and you cannot make me. There. But that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.